It has been more than a week since A&T was knocked offline, triggering multiple investigations impacting those here who need the internet most.
Take a look at this. Strike and Flame Candle Bar is Greensboro's first ever candle bar. The supply chain industry is experiencing a major backup in production. Your everyday favorite items may not make it to the shelves anytime soon. Have you ever questioned how you could be of help to someone in need? Well, behind me is one way. North Carolina A&T's very own Maya Braylon Singleton, a senior multimedia journalism student, has created a community fridge and pantry in the heart of Greensboro. Take a look at this. Strike and Flame Candle Bar is Greensboro's first ever candle bar. This is owner Tiffany Phelps, a Greensboro native in her element. Her passion for candle making began when maintenance shared concern for the air quality in her apartment due to chemicals from burning candles.
Basically figured out that paraffin is derived from petroleum. So basically I was breathing in gasoline, and my son was as well. So I was like, well, I love candles. What can I do to create my own? Started doing a little research, and I came across soy. So my whole company is kind of based around soy wax.
Okay. With many scents to choose from, the bar has a variety of candles, wax melts, matches, and room sprays.
Maybe I can do a candle bar where everyone can come in. I don't have to just do classes. I can open up a space and people can come in. They can create their own scents. So that's basically where the bar concept came from. Just an interactive experience is what I wanted to bring to the area.
If you would like to schedule an appointment for a candle making experience or purchase an item, catch them on Instagram at Strike Flame Candles. In Greensboro, Brianna Walton, Aggie News.
The service disruption here was not a result of A&T's making. There were third parties involved.
Who's behind the apparent cyber attack shutting down the university's internet? That's what Todd Simmons says A&T and its partners are trying to find out.
Well, one of the things that we're doing in resolving this situation is working with all appropriate officials, and that includes law enforcement, that includes security officials, computer experts.
It has been more than a week since A&T was knocked offline, triggering multiple investigations impacting those here who need the internet most.
Long story short, I can't do my work.
Graduating senior Miles Franklin says the internet outage has left him struggling to complete critical assignments.
When that blackboard is down and the Wi-Fi is down, you can't even be a student.
Jordan Howard says she's having similar problems, all because of no internet.
I had to keep disconnecting and reconnecting, and then it eventually worked.
A&T says it's working around the clock to restore internet to campus. Meanwhile, no arrests have been made. Reporting from Greensboro, I am Brianna Walton for NABJ News. Many students here at North Carolina A&T are confused after receiving a false negative or a false positive on their rapid COVID test.
My rapid test result came back negative, so I was like, okay, cool. PCR still came back positive. So I'm going on a whole rant. I'm upset. I'm mad. I'm like, well, this can't be right.
Asia is not the only one who's gone through this. I've talked to multiple students on campus dealing with the same thing.
And it came back negative still for the rapid. And then my roommate texted me and she said she tested positive for COVID. So then I realized I probably had a false negative. So I went to go get tested again. And then this time the rapid turned out to be positive and I had to quarantine for 5 days at Haley.
I checked with Dr. Robert Doolittle with Student Health to find out what students should do.
If you've been vaccinated and had your booster, you can actually test positive on the PCR and have symptoms within the first couple of days, but your rapid test never becomes positive because you're so well immunized that you never develop enough virus in your mouth and throat to pass it on to everybody else. So we're seeing a whole confusing array of things.
Still with many unanswered questions, students are demanding answers on this situation and how to handle something like this moving forward. At North Carolina A&T, Brianna Walton, Aggie News. Have you ever questioned how you could be of help to someone in need? Well, behind me is one way. North Carolina A&T's very own Maya Braylon Singleton, a senior multimedia journalism student, has created a community fridge and pantry in the heart of Greensboro. Located in the Warnersville area in the parking lot of the Prince of Peace Lutheran Church, this community fridge has fed hundreds of families in need.
So we have a pantry for the fridge, and then we also have an actual fridge. So for the fridge, we want fresh produce, groceries, eggs, milk, cheese, etc. And then for the pantry items, it could be any dry goods, canned goods that people bring.
What was once an idea is now a sidewalk refrigerator stocked with free healthy food for families in need. With prices skyrocketing, especially during the pandemic, this is way bigger than just a fridge. This is a way of life.
And a space for people to feel welcomed. You know, anybody can come to the fridge at any time. It's 24/7. And we really think it's going to inspire more people in Greensboro to get involved in their communities and even set up fridges in other cities across North Carolina.
According to the USDA, 10.5% of Americans are suffering from food insecurity. Now, if you would like to donate or volunteer to the community fridge or pantry, you can message them on Instagram at GSO Community Fridge. At North Carolina A&T, Brianna Walton, Aggie News.